I'm very lucky to have such a life filled with something I really love to do. If we all had that in the world, whether you're serving fish and chips or hamburgers, if you love doing it and you've got a wonderful family or something, that's important. I think that's what it's about. I'm Ben Stevenson. I'm here working with Texas Ballet Theater, which I've been doing for the last 20 years. So I should be riding a horse with a cowboy. I do have a cowboy hat. I do have boots, but I don't have a horse. But I'm working on it.
Right now, Houston is the only city in Texas that supports its ballet so generously. But Ben Stevenson says that dance is gaining status throughout the state.
Texas, too, is a place that's on the up, I think, in America, really. And I think that, there is a big interest in dance and the arts in Texas.
87 years is a brief thing of your life. I was born in the south of England in this town called Portsmouth, which is very near Southampton, where all the big liners come in and everything, so it's quite exciting. I was there during the war, and we had a lot of bombing because it was a shipping port, so the Germans would come and bomb where we were. So we spent quite a lot of time in my youth in the air raid shelters. So it was a fun time. Anyway, from there, I started dancing when I was 7. I had my feet rolled in like that, so I had to put a little steel support in my shoe to support the arch. And the doctor said if I did ballet classes, the turnout supported the arch. I said, I'm not doing that. I don't want to go to a ballet class. So my mother said, well, we should try some sort of dancing. So I went around to 2 or 3 schools I was taken to with little girls. And I said, no. So I eventually went to this school, and I liked the building. I thought, I'd love to live in that fabulous house. So I didn't start dancing because I liked the teacher. I liked the building. I thought, I'd love to live in there. So I couldn't wait to go inside. When I got to about 12, my father said, good, you can stop now. We don't have to pay for that. I said, no, I love it. I like the people I'm working with. So somehow it grew like a disease, really. So at 14, I left home and went to London and went to the Arts Educational School. And then I got into the Royal Ballet and was not very happy there because I wasn't trained at the Royal Ballet. So all my friends were in the English National Ballet. So eventually I left the Royal Ballet, which was a stupid thing to do. I always look upon myself as being the black sheep of the Royal Ballet. The Consul General in Houston called me, and we had an English boy in the company. We were always playing jokes with one another. So I thought, it's Dorio. So he came on the phone. He said, this is the Consul General. Would you accept an OBE from Her Majesty? And I said, I'll take 5. I said. He said, I think you'll only get 1. So I thought, it must be really him. I said, I apologize. And I said, I'm sorry. But so it started like that. And then they said, of course, then I ran back and I said, I'm getting an OBE. I told everyone. And then after they said, you mustn't tell anyone. I was so impressed by her. But I went, she looked me right in the eyes, and she said, it gives me such a pleasure giving this award. She said, dance is a wonderful language. It doesn't have any, if I could dance, I wouldn't have to go to all these countries. I could dance where people understand what I'm saying. She said, this is so well deserved. Thank you for your things. I've made you feel better than the medal, actually. She's an amazing woman. Missed. When you work on a ballet, every time you come back to it, you see things that you did, or this could be better, or that could be better. When I couldn't dance anymore, teaching became very important to me. And then choreographing. So somehow, I still feel I'm dancing, but through other people. I can't tell you how much I've loved dance and being part of it. And I'd like to sort of spread that around Fort Worth, because I think you have to educate the public. People go, oh, I saw that ballet, I didn't like it. But you don't go to one movie and say, I'm never going back again. And there's so many, classical ballets, there's contemporary ballets, Dracula, Alice in Wonderland, Cinderella, and all sorts of new works that are coming out. And I think dance is so exciting. Movement is exciting.
Do you have any final thoughts that you'd like to?
I've gone on so long that your films run out and your film just died. I mean, I've got all my Shirley MacLaine stories, Elton John, knowing him, and different people. Shirley MacLaine, you don't know who she is probably either. No. Do you not know who Shirley MacLaine is? Isn't that terrifying? Do you know who Elton John is?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't believe it.